Hi, my name is Leo Goykhman. I want to share a quick story with you all. I'm 36 years old. When I was 28, I was driving with my dad. My first son was born, and we were talking about something. I kept calling him Joey, and my dad said to me, "Why do you keep calling your son Joey?" And he always used to give me a hard time about that. And I said to him, "What's the problem?" And he said to me, "I'll tell you what the problem is that if you don't raise him like Yosef, if you don't teach him that Yosef is cool, if you don't teach him that Torah is cool, if you don't teach him that Hashem is cool, then naturally he's going to grow up the way you grew up, and he's going to think Joey's cool, parties are cool, drinking is cool, girls are cool, drugs are cool." And my dad asked me a question. He said, "Are you willing to gamble on your son's life that he goes through what you went through because you want to raise him as a secular kid named Joey?" And that was the beginning of my eyes opening up, and I started to look online, and I started to find Rabbeim like Rabbi Yaron Ruvain, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi Alon Nava, strong Musar Rabbeim that were able to speak the truth unapologetically. And you know, one of the first things that really changed my life was when I started to learn about Shabbos. And I used to look at Shabbos as just another day of restrictions, things I can't do, and I already didn't like and still to some degree don't like people telling me what to do. Um, and when I started to learn about Shabbos and how special and beautiful it is, it became one of the most dearest and precious things in the world to me. And I give so much credit of that to these Rebbeim and Rabbi Yaron Ruvain's organization, Bezrat Hashem. And so many people out there give these Rebbeim a hard time. So many of these people say things that are so full of chutzpah and disrespect. And I am so grateful to Hashem that He put these Rebbeim in our lives at this time when the world is boiling, to show us that there is a God, that Hashem is here, that He's paying attention to what we do, that we cannot live with the false ideology of He understands my heart, or He knows where my heart is. Because guess what? That was my whole philosophy in life. I could do what I want, eat what I want, live like an animal, because Hashem understands me. But the truth of the matter is that's not true. Hashem gave us a book of instructions that tell us when you do X, Y happens. When you throw a brick in the air and it falls down and cracks the top of the head open, you can't say Hashem's mad at me and that's why this brick fell and cracked my head open. There are laws. Same thing with the lessons that I learned from Rabbi Yaron is there are laws, and when I choose to listen to what Hashem says, when I choose to follow in the path of the Torah, then certain things happen. And chas v'shalom, when people choose not to listen to it, when people decide to disrespect these Rabbanim, like Rabbi Yaron and Rabbi Mizrahi and Rabbi Alon and Ava, Hashem Yerachem, what's going to happen? Because these Rabbeim, they eat so much garbage from the public who absolutely have no idea who they're messing with. And the reason I say that is because Hashem says that we have an obligation to honor our Talmidei Chachamim, right? And growing up secular, not religious, didn't want anything to do with any of this type of a way of life. I never, ever disrespected Rabbeim, but I definitely had, an upside down mentality about what's true and what's false. And, so much of my tshuva process, is strictly because there are Rebbeim like Rabbi Yaron, Rabbi Mizrahi, Rabbi Alon who speak the truth, who tell us how it is, who tell us what Hashem wants, what Hashem doesn't want, how Hashem feels about us. And look, sometimes there are things that I hear and they sting a little bit. But the only reason they sting is because I know that these are things I need to work on. So I just want to publicly say how grateful I am that I got a chance to get connected with Rabbi Yaron Ruvain, Bezrat Hashem, and I urge the public that if you have not begun the process of tshuva yet, if you have not started to take this seriously, listen to some of these stories. and especially Rabbi Yaron, who was a multi-millionaire baller, right? Stockbroker, Wall Streeter, and for a guy like him, right, who had all of the money, all of the physical pleasures that you can imagine in life, for him to change his life and to be sitting here, to be learning and to be teaching and to be helping. And I remember one night when I reached out to him. I was going through some personal stuff, and he spent an hour and a half on the phone with me at like 11 or 12 at night, and that's how I knew he's the real deal. I am so grateful that I got a chance to meet Rabbi Yaron, and for anyone watching this video, I promise you that if you open your mind and open your hearts, the miracles that will come into your life are mamish, undescribable. And as you could see in the background, that's my beautiful daughter Shayna. That's my beautiful son Yosef. This is where my wife lights her Shabbos candles. And Baruch Hashem, we live an amazing life today. My wife completely grew up secular. Her parents were secular, and my wife is an amazing, beautiful, kosher, Eishes Chayil, Shomer Shabbos, tznius, and I'm telling you that so much of the credit I give for the way we live our life today is to organizations like Bezrat Hashem. So give them a chance, open your eyes, open your hearts, open your ears, and you will see the miracles flow into your life. Thanks, Rabbi.